Hey Warriors, welcome back. Check this out. I forgot I had this necklace. This was my first archaeological find. Therefore I get to name it. See, it's a Chicosaurus Shelloreximus. Found it on a riverbed. And look, this is why I'm an expertologist, also in bullshittery. See, many of y'all take for granted this, and so do narcissists. They underestimate you. They forget you was raised in this shit. You were raised in the way. You know the ins and outs. That's why you when you connect the dots, you get so excited that you want to speak the mosterist about the trutherist. Look, the best warriors will share this much wisdom with you. Your silence is deafening. Speak less. You see, we speak what we know eloquently. It's when we shut up to listen and observe in silence that we begin to learn. Look, I can't share with you how important it is for you to get a grip on your ghetto switch. You've been allowing others to pimp you. When they can bring you to rage, bring you to anger, you adopt someone else's emergencies. You're an autopilot, man. It's going to sound crazy at first, but I need you to be selfish. Be selfish. Don't be so quick and ready to dump your cup of love in service to narcissists, dumbasses with crowns. You'll know who they are, because when you cut this shit off, you'll see who's thirsting the mostest, because they're going to treat you like the frenemy they've always been. They'll see themselves out. There's one thing that's for sure across the board when it comes to mental illness. If they're not getting what they need from you and can't destroy you on the way out, they got to move on. They got to move on. So long as you are their distractions, because you keep allowing yourself to be provoked and reactive, they'll have your full attention, which is what they want. Cut them off. And they have to find a different remedy. Warriors, stay gone long enough for them to get entangled in the mess they created, because it's what they chose over you in the harem closet. Ain't nothing there of quality. It's just quantity. I don't know about you, but I learned a long time ago from someone that I admire, said everybody nowadays is settling for 100 pennies. I'd rather have the 4 quarters. Five seconds. Let's do a breathing exercise so that you know what it feels like to transition from this dumbass is trying to get me to act out of character for a reason. You can't own me for free. I'm priceless. That pause is going to get you what you need from the person in front of you. And their impatience will tell on them. 5 seconds. Come on. Release slowly. All right, shake it off, shake it off. And I'm going to tell you something else, put you on some game. Anyone that's making you feel like you got to step back and realign your thoughts, or anyone that's making you feel like you got to think things through, or you feel like you have to be on guard, you're never going to be available. If you happen to show up, let them know how lucky they should feel. Thanks for the invite. You feel me? Never be available. Warriors, look, the I got an idea narcissist is a dangerous one. These are your homosexuals. Hell, they even use dating apps and brag about it. I've seen some of these shorts where you got these dudes bragging about how they just go on a date and spend the night till they kicked out, eat someone else's groceries. They're pimping themselves out and bragging about it. The homosexuals. Well, look, the I got an idea narcissist, this little shit has figured out that there are certain people on this planet that walk around and pretty much can, what I call, manifest what they want. They can pretty much get, if they set their mind to it. They know how to do it and do it right. In fact, sometimes they just have to think it out loud. And to the narcissist now, it just seems to appear. They don't see the network, the hard work, the years of trust, value, cash added value in relationships, not relationships. You see, what narcissists fail to understand is you learn from folks like them how not to behave, how not to make bad decisions. See, they have been consequence as you're growing and they're descending. You're seeing ultimate consequence through the years. Yeah, look, these little shits have figured out that you get what you want. So the idea of the I got an idea narcissist is to make you believe you want it, or someone you care about wants it, and that later on, when you get it, you'll get bored with it because they're going to talk you out of it, and they're going to have you gift it to them, make you feel like they'll take it off your hands. Warriors, how about, it's kind of like, hey, I think you really need to go to the beach. You know, just to clear your mind. And you know what? The kids would probably like to hear from you over there. Yeah, probably haven't heard from you in a while. And the thing is, they're broke asses, got no car, got no gas, got no ability now to provide for themselves to go to the beach. But if it's your idea and they can find a way to invite themselves, you see, this is how I blow their bubble. I got an idea narcissist figures out it was a great idea. When they figured out, I already went and came back because I never told them. I just do it. I don't wait for a narcissist to self-invitations, because the audacity of the narcissist to believe that they can insult your intelligence is phenomenal. Got balls the size of Texas, could owe you and come back, and like they're doing you a favor by not paying you yet. See? Had I paid you, you wouldn't have it right now. That's why you should not worry about loaning me in the future. Look, warriors, narcissists feel that they got tricked out of their position whenever you start to have your glow up. Because look, you can't help but become better. Doing nothing, you can't help but become better. You see, you're not waking up in survival mode. You're releasing those endorphins, the fight or flight, that constant fight or flight. You can't help but feel better. I'm not going to have to coach you into going back into nature and enjoying peace and enjoying. Your body's going to reward you regardless. You see, that part I'm not worried about. What happens is the narcissist takes note of it before you do. This is what triggers them to hoover, because they're following you. Warriors, what you need to understand is what they feel is getting tricked out of their spot is this. It's your fault because you knew it was going to fail, that next monkey jump. You called every move. And it's your fault. And you said you loved them and you should have stopped them from damaging the relationship as far as it did. It's your fault for not intervening. You should have fought for me. Oh, you did fight. You fought in silence like you would fight a silent fart. You ain't gonna do that again. No, sir. Look, this is another thing I want you to... Narcissists are evolving. They're evolving. Look, narcissists are starting to use therapy language, therapy talk. Yeah. They're using words like standards and boundaries and discard and all these terms, right? Because all of a sudden, this is how narcissists look at it. If they speak on it, they can put themselves in a group of people that are against narcissism. Therefore, they can't be one. It's like being a protester against gangs and drug violence, but you're a dealer. Look, narcissists are using therapy language. This is how you pick up on the red flags. Narcissists are the ones scream the loudest. They got to have outside proof and validation that they speak on it and that they have public witness and testimony. They're always looking for people to collaborate with them, therefore giving credibility to their position, right? Later they end up getting exposed. This is what sets empaths apart. Listen to me. Stop what you're doing. Stop scratching your ass. Listen. Empaths don't speak therapy language. Their actions scream standards and boundaries. They don't even bring it up. In fact, in many circles, it's not even brought up as a topic of conversation. You see, we understand it. There are those that live it and those that don't. You're either low-hanging fruit or you're not. Narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths spend a lifetime trying to convince others what they're not. Warriors, I once had a wise man tell me, a man will fall in love 3 times in his life. The first one is young love, puppy love, young love. most of those relationships you grow apart, but you understand what was your first taste of love. That second love is the one that hurts you the mostest, deepest, hardest. Yeah, that one helps you grow boundaries unlike no other and live by standards unlike no other. A very selfish kind of stage, a rage stage. It's this third kind of love that I'm running from. This one's a humdinger. This one sneaks up on you like a divine bitch slap you don't see coming from nowhere. You're Pocahontas. This one, without even knowing it, will tear down boundaries and standards, and you lose yourself. This one is the one. The one I'm running from, because y'all scare me. Because there's nothing to hate. Woo! And look, for y'all looking for that, it's out there. You just been too busy paying attention to the dumbasses, the turds, the dumpster divers. And they're banking on convincing you now because they use therapy language. They got their empath mask on. Now you understand that if you in circles and that's what they bring up all the time, they try a little bit too hard to convince you they something. I don't know about you, but I ain't want to hang around when I smell a fart. Warriors, guard yourselves, guard your hearts. Don't allow them to sneak up on you. Sneaky little shits, I'm telling you. But hilarious creatures to watch in their own habitat, in their own natural element. Because it's when you begin to learn by their own actions how they defeat each other, how they set each other up. It's how they stay busy in their own little world. Cockroaches do what cockroaches do. Shh. Speak less, observe more. Because even when you cut a cockroach's head off, it still will live 30 days. Narcissists are listening. They're learning your language. Where they're going to screw up is they're going to talk about it too much. And now you know how they've weaponized the healer's tongue. But you felt it before I said it. I'm just letting you know, stop ignoring your gut feeling. You know when there's imposters amongst you. You don't need to wait for the interview. I wouldn't be your coach if I wouldn't say even guard contact. No hugs, no handshakes. For fear that shit'll get on you. Some folks call it a transfer spirit. They shake your hand, they won't let go, and jerk you toward them. Ooh. That's the one. Hey, warriors, I just need you to identify with it once in a while so you'll never forget. That's what coaches do. You'll never forget that play. In fact, some of y'all remember the name. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, come on. Bad people. These are just reminders, red flags. Never forget them. Most likely to walk out on a bar tab. Most likely to wear a slutty Halloween costume. Folks will tell you what they're hiding. Their innermost. Most likely to be the next person to get arrested. Come at me wrong. Most likely to have stabbed someone. Most likely to be the loudest during sex. What you call that? A screamer? Who would be the most annoying person on ecstasy? You can't be annoying on ecstasy, can you? I mean, can you be annoying on ecstasy? Most likely to regret their career choice. Look, if you're only fools, you finna regret. Whoo! Oh man, you went from $4.99 to free. Now everybody got access. No. Most likely to randomly FaceTime me naked at 2 a.m. I dare you. I double dare you. Maybe that's why the tribe support team handles all my scheduling and coaching and background checks. If I don't get no FaceTime nakedness. Who was the last person to have a drink thrown in their face? Least likely to give a shit about third world countries. But will have a passionate opinion about it. Because narcissists, listen. They're looking for a cause, and the cause is because they offended. That's it. They need to become relevant. In order for that to happen, they need a villain. Consider the Hoover, the loser. The one screaming for attention. You ever grew up with a sibling that put the finger right there? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Needs attention. Most likely to steal from their employer. So they figure they're breaking even in their world. Most likely to get a tattoo where they will later regret. Whoo, man. Erase. Most likely to become a liability after 2 drinks. Dang it, man. That's a cheap drunk right there. Woo, that's a cheap drunk. Who will be the next person to get punched in the face? There's, If you can't think of no one, Oh, no. If you can't think of nobody, you might be the one that needs to stay home. I'm just saying. Hey, man, thanks for your support. Y'all are badasses. Numero uno. Look, don't get cocky, overconfident. Baby steps. Look, the loser hoovers. They need it to be your idea. Your idea, narcissist. I got an idea, but it's your idea. They need you to chase, or they need a villain. How else can they serve themselves up to someone else so they feel good for saving them? In order for that to be believable, they need you to act your part. Your silence destroys all of that. They have an identity crisis. Warriors, you were always supposed to be a spectator in the blood sport. That's why shit worked out for you when you was in it. For those of you in the nosebleed section, in case you ain't heard me, get up closer so you can hear me. So you can hear me. Grab your popcorn. This is what it is to be born again. You see dead people stuck in their own echo chamber, thirsting in all the wrong places, drinking their own poison, falling in the very grave they dug for you. And because you paid attention, you're allowing the narcissist to feel like they're winning when they're losing. Because you finally figured out, I need to become an expert in learning how to lose authentically for pretend, without dumbing down, without losing self-respect or self-control. Killing them with kindness. You're precious. You're so precious. It's never goodbye, warriors. It's always until next time. Thanks so much. And look, be sure and check out our merch. We got some merch. I got some on the way too, from what I hear. And thanks for your contributions. It means so much. And your subscriptions. And look, thanks for joining. That really helps support the tribe monthly. And look, if you're ready to reach out, be sure. Reach out. The girls in the office will set you up a scheduling call, and I look forward to it. But understand, there's thousands of videos in the Chronicle library waiting for you. Answers there. Golden nuggets. That's free. And what I'm sharing with you is gut-wrenching to the narcissists that are out there trying to use therapy language, because they're trying to sell you what I'm already gifting you, what you already know. Fake healers, false prophets. Narcissists didn't kill the service in your heart. They just got you to go financially celibate.